Hi, welcome to KidLivZ. This is my brother Darshan. In 2017, Darshan was having a treatment for cancer, and our family learned how the food he ate helped him to get better. We worked with our nutritionists, who helped us to understand which foods would help support Darshan to survive his treatment and his cancer. Since then, Darshan has led our family to give unhealthy foods a chop. We want to help other kids make good choices about what they eat. So these videos tell you all about the foods that we've chosen to eat. Darshan and I have a huge amount of fun learning and experimenting to cook. We hope you enjoy watching and we inspire you to do the same. Oh, and by the way, I'm Anise. Turmeric!
Yeah, just wait, I'm checking, Anise. Look, I'm the master.
No, you're not.
Hello, and welcome back to KidLivZ. Today, we're going to be making a cauliflower pizza.
We have cauliflower, jalapenos, olives, rocket, eggs, cheddar, tomato puree, and and then spinach.
With the tomato puree, we added some Za'atar, which is our family's favourite herb at the moment. It's got oregano, cumin seeds, sumac, and sesame seeds, and it's delicious.
This spice, if you got it on my top, it would stay in forever.
It's a bit like beetroot.
Yeah, in the staining way. So those are the ingredients that we're going to be working with today.
I'm going to start off with 2 whole cauliflower heads, and this is going into the food processor. Oh, you might not fit it all in at the first time. So I'm going to start off with just blending this bit. You don't want it to turn into literally powder. You want it into rice granules. So about that size. Just leave it for a minute.
Yeah.
Get the biggest bowl you have and just chuck the whole bowl. So now we're just going to blend that and then we'll add that to the bowl. I think that's enough.
So, let's take this over. Wait, can you take the blade, please? Can you just take the blade? Blade.
Oh look, I found a big chunk. We don't want that because it's going to bake as the base. Otherwise it'll be the base will be too chunky. I'm going to add some cheddar cheese. This is 230 grams of cheddar cheese.
This means cheese in Italian. Woohoo! Okay, I'm gonna mix it with my hands. Yeah?
Wait, I'll add the eggs. The mic. These are raw free-range eggs.
Eggs are a brilliant source of protein and a good fat. And they're so easy to make, and they're brilliant for kids, I think, because kids can actually make a full meal out of them. My children bring me eggs quite often in bed, which is quite nice. But they're brilliant, they're really easy to make, and yeah, I think eggs are a great addition to anyone's diet.
So shall I mix this in
Yes,
with my hands?
properly. Go. Oh! Okay, you need to get the bottom bit as well. You're just doing the cheese and the egg.
She just started.
So you really want to get all in there. Don't be shy. Just get all in there. And
Oh, Anish, you dropped it all over the counter. Oh, we're going to really have to clean this.
yay!
Can I have one little go, Anish?
No, because I've got the eggy hands, so I'm doing it.
So at the start, we preheated the oven to 200 degrees Celsius. And then here we've got 2 baking trays because we've made a big batter. And we're going to have 4 mini pizzas.
You want to incorporate all the ingredients together, Shush, until you've got like all of it to, like mixed in and like all Oh, that's so distracting. That's the thing.
Pink Himalayan salt.
Hold it there.
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it.
Hold the salt and pepper.
Himalayan crystal salt is a brilliant alternative to normal salt because it's really high in minerals and it's lower in sodium, and we need a little bit of sodium to help our proper balance of electrolytes, but we eat quite a lot of salt in life, and especially if you're eating processed foods, salt will probably be really high. So Himalayan crystal salt is a brilliant alternative to regular salt, and it looks pretty too because it's pink.
Anis, I'm sure that's enough.
It's not.
That will be enough, trust me. Okay. It's a bit like a pizza dough, but it's a bit softer. It's a bit crumbly, so you need to hold it together.
You kind of need to mush it together, if you know what I mean, and then you can just hold it.
So you just chuck a bit on, and then you just flatten it out.
Do you want a wooden spoon?
No, it's fine. I'm using my fingers.
So when you put this in the oven, it's not going to melt, it's not going to expand, it's just going to warm and heat and cook and crisp.
Do you know what, Anis? Should we add some turmeric?
Yeah, that's a great idea, yeah. So,
even though you took ages. So we're going to add some turmeric, and because we're going to add some more black pepper, because the black pepper helps to absorb the turmeric. So we're going to combine these two together. The reason why we have inflammation in our body is because all of the processed food and the things that they spray on veg and fruit, it can increase inflammation. So that's why we're going to add black pepper with the turmeric. So here's I would say about a teaspoon of turmeric. I'm going to bring the bowl over.
thank you.
So I've got one here.
Wow, that looks really yummy. Well done. I'm shaping mine into a heart shape because
We might be here for a while, just saying.
we won't, because I'm Mum's dad. I'm only joking.
This reminds me of our really special friend called Jane, and she used to cook for us every week when I was in the hospital, and she would cook things like this: turmeric-based cauliflower pizza, a superfood lasagna, and lots of other things which were delicious. And she'd bring them into the hospital for us almost weekly, and it was amazing how she did this because we were going through a hard time, and she would just always be there cooking for us. Everything that she cooked, she put everything into it, and it was delicious. So thank you, Jane.
If you have an extra cauliflower base,
It means
then
more pizza. So I'm going to put this into the preheated oven, 200 degrees Celsius. It's going to go in for about 18 to 20 minutes. These are your ones, Anis. So the pizzas have been in for about 20 minutes and they are nice and crispy, and now we're going to add the lovely toppings.
So I've cut some mozzarella. If you've watched some of our previous videos in season 1, I've taught you how to do cut mozzarella. You always need to bend your finger in and then make sure that your fingers aren't too close to this bit of the knife, the blade, and make sure your fingers are really away from the knife. Keep on flattening the ball. Say it was like this, and I have been chopping like this, like that. Now I've got a straight line, I can turn it on its side and cut where it's an end. So you want to cut them into like slices almost?
Tiny piece. I'm just going to add some tomato puree on here. So it's normal tomato puree, and I added some Za'atar to it, so it'll be nice and it'll have a nice flavour.
Tomato puree. Tomatoes are one of the only vegetables which are better cooked. They have more lycopene in them when they're cooked, and lycopene is their antioxidant, and that increases. One of the only times that happens, that when you cook it, it increases. So tomato puree is very condensed tomatoes, and then when you use it in cooking, hopefully you'll get more lycopene, so it'll be more antioxidant.
You want an even layer, so you don't want like one big chunk over here and just one bite with tomato puree.
Sometimes you can have like pesto or garlic butter on it. So now I'm going to add my mozzarella cheese first. So I put it in not next to each other, literally next to each other. I put it like, leave gaps in between, otherwise it just won't work. Okay, so right now I'm about to cut a jalapeno. So these are a type of chili and they're really nice on pizzas.
Jalapenos are part of the chili family and of the pepper family, and they're just a spicier pepper, and they have all the things that a pepper would have, so lots of vitamin C. They're very good for circulation because it creates a bit of heat, so it's thermogenic, and they just are really good to taste.
So you do not want to touch your eyes or your lip after this.
Some of you might have seen a previous show.
If you've seen the mozzarella mushrooms, then you will know what will happen. I'm going to put 3 jalapenos on each one. I'm going to add a few black olives.
Black olives, they're a really good, olives are actually a really good snack. They're full of really good fats. So obviously olive oil is made out of olives. It's not surprising that it's full of good fats. They have that very Mediterranean flavour too, so nice to have in your food. But yeah, they're really great for good fats.
By the way, this is just our recommendation of topping. You don't have to do this exact on it.
Yeah, you can do anything on it.
These will go in for about, wait, can you just stop for a second? This will go in for about 8 to 10 minutes and then it will be delicious and all melty and everything.
Obviously, the oven is very hot and you will need oven gloves. Since we got no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
It's not Christmas, so I'm just going to go and take it out of the oven and then Anise can just talk to you.
These are very hot because they've just been out the oven, so you really need to be careful.
Knives are so much more efficient than pizza cutters, personally.
Sorry for the person who made up pizza cutters. Tasting time!
Anise just takes it. Anise just eats it. Oh, it's so good.
This is amazing.
I'm speechless.